True. Which is why I'm big on action. You could talk a good game all day. You could say what you gonna do, you could say what you wanna do, you could say what you've been thinking about, what you've been contemplating on. But if you ain't putting no real action behind that thing, it ain't gonna go nowhere. Especially if you sitting around waiting for a handout or waiting for people to understand or approve what you are about to do. You gotta just do it. And anybody that know me know that when they communicate with me or have a conversation with me about certain things of that nature, I tell them to go for it. I tell them to wait for what? Now, unless, depending on certain circumstances and situations, if you have to wait, then that's understandable. Because at that point you have to roll with the punches. But I'm talking about when you are in that intuitive moment and you have the capability or the means to get certain things done. Stop procrastinating or stop waiting for another delay. Take action at that moment. And people make up every excuse in the world and not tap in when the intuitive moment is right there calling, in alignment with you, ready to give you all the abundance of prosperity that you've been working for, but fear kept you from tapping in. And now you gotta either reset or wait for the next opportunity if the opportunity ever presents itself to you again. Because being in that moment and being able to hit the mark is everything, which is why they say when we miss the mark, that's when we sin. Sinning is missing the mark. It's like trying to hit the target and not hitting it. Because you should be able to always hit that thing, boom, boom, because you're in alignment. So you're missing the mark. So I tell people, stop putting things off that don't have to be put off. Stop putting things on the back burner that you know got the ability to pop, or that you know is going to be a great or successful or positive thing that can work for you or for others in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Look at it this way. Whether people want to believe it or accept it or not, you can talk about the past, you can talk about the future, but we are always living in the present, which is why it's a gift to be alive. It's a gift to be able to experience bliss in human form as a spiritual being. The past, gone. The future ain't even here yet, which confirms that we are always living in the now. Day and night don't do nothing but take turns. Every single day, you get confused and hypnotized with these hours. That's time, which is really hours. The time that belong to us that we give in exchange for money. You know what I'm saying? But all of that, when you break down the illusion and look at it for what it is, like hit yourself upside the head and be like, yo, this is an illusion. We are always living in the now. It be day, night, day, night, day. You can call it yesterday all you want. You can call it past, future, tomorrow. You can put whatever title or label you want on it. But we are always living in the now. And day and night are just doing what they supposed to do. Sharing this dual experience as one. The same way that we do as spiritual beings having this human experience. The same way that all of creation has internal, external, up, down, left, right, death, life, yes, no, stop, go. And the list goes on. But at the end of the day, even though they're two, they're still one because they always will and have to work together. And we are the same way with each other, and we the same way with the Most High. And believe it or not, even though we be in battle with ourselves, our lower and higher self the same way. Our masculine and feminine energy is the same way. Our flesh and our spirit is the same way. Different, but one and the same. And in better, and in alignment. And the glorious thing when they are one. Just like the two snakes, that Kundalini energy going up that shaft in the back of the ambulance truck, that's always reminding you that you're a self-healer. But just like Jesus said, if you can't believe in yourself, then believe in me. The hospital telling you the same thing. If you can't heal yourself, then we got you. One way or the other. So, at the end of the day, appreciate the now. The thoughts that pop up, the concepts, the ideas, the creativity, the pure flow of abundance that's running through your mind, your brain, your heart, your conversation. And you start meditating on that and start manifesting it because you're living in that vibration with tunnel vision. and you can see it through, you know, the same way kids see stuff through. Like the way you can't tell a kid no, don't let other people tell you no when you become an adult. Because ain't nothing changed but your age and your experience. But once you get that true knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, along with that understanding, you no longer gonna be blinded by your age or what society think of you or how the rest of your generation operate. Because you're gonna realize most of them still sleep.